Okay, so guys, we should actually we have two games. First of all, we had Tim's thing. Tim, are you ready for your thing? Okay, so
Yep.
so you're gonna give us two. We're gonna get three hot takes. Two of the hot takes are lies, and you don't
Like
believe
things I
them.
don't believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the
Yeah.
hot takes is a truth that you do believe, and then we each get to ask you one question to figure out what the truth is. So, Tim, what are the three hot takes? And I'm gonna just come over here and I'm gonna get a little notepad so I can make sure I have.
Get a whiteboard. Get some
Yeah. That would be lit. Okay, go ahead, Tim. Go.
Okay. So, we'll start with this one. Return of the Jedi is as bad as the prequels.
Okay.
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 The indie genre needs to go into a coma for the next 15 years because it is just discount Wes Anderson all over the place.
Well, that's just like, dude, that's not even a hot take. That's just saying a fact. Okay. Anyway, the next few.
Okay. And then the only way to save face for making DC movies popular going forward is to restore the Snyderverse.
Well,
That's
obviously
a lie.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive that's a lie.
No.
No. Hold on. Actually, because here's the thing. I want to argue for why Tim could believe that, but I know that he's just giving us that one for free.
Oh, in
Because-
Wes Anderson films, all of his characters are supposed to be autistic, right?
Yes,
Like that's just part of the.
I'm
thing.
pretty positive. Yes, we can say that.
Well, because
We're
they
autistic.
all
No,
act.
no,
They don't
but
really
I'm
have
autistic.
emotion. Like, there's no real emotion to these characters for the most
None
part.
of them care about anything.
It feels like this just like they just live their life.
So for the Snyderverse, here's the thing.
2 weeks in a row as well.
Well, so real quick, here's the reason that it could be, right? Because what you could be saying here is that overall there is like the DC films, and there are a set of people that are really, really dedicated, hardcore fans,
Lunatics.
and that those insane lunatics are large enough in quantity that if they were to restore the Snyderverse, it could rejuvenate the fan base in a way that could potentially save face. Although I think you may, if you were to actually make that argument, then you would have to kind of say that you still think it will go to shit because Snyder doesn't really know how to run
Yeah, you're
things.
admitting Snyder's
So,
a good director.
like,
Again,
that's
I'm
why
only
it
talking
doesn't
about
work.
the business side of it.
And I haven't
I
asked you a
don't
question.
like him.
I haven't asked you a question. That was
I
just
noticed
my,
that.
Just, that was my
That
thing.
was
So I
just
just
a
want to be, just making statements here. Now, what was the other? The indie genre. See, that's the problem with me for the. So why do you? No, that's too basic. The indie genre, and can you give me the indie genre one again, word
We've
for
seen
word?
a lot of indie films that are really
Yeah,
good.
the indie film genre needs to die for like 15 years.
Okay, when you talk about the indie film genre, you're talking
Like it's
are you
Lighthouse?
talking
Yeah,
about
that's an
things
indie
that are
film.
like are you saying that there are a lot of really like top tier, maybe even way better than the mainstream movies that are indie? However, there's a large swath of the community that just tries to rip off Wes Anderson. Is that
I mean,
that what your statement is?
Yeah, I mean, it's like every time a trailer comes out for an indie film,
Okay.
I look at it and it's like, oh, okay, cool. You're shooting everything with way too much headroom for no reason. Everything's 4:3 aspect ratio, and you think you're Wes Anderson.
My guess is that it's the Return of the Jedi is as bad as the prequels. I think you believe that. Okay, you guys go ahead and give your
It's even like indie in film, because like I understand the very specific definition for gaming, but like is like an A24 film an indie film?
Yeah,
That
like
has,
smaller
a-
budget.
Yeah,
film.
A24 is indie, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
A24 isn't a
Just
studio.
anything like
It's
Also,
it's only
Blumhouse.
distribution.
There's Blumhouse, but A24 is one of the primary ones. What do you mean? That's obviously one.
I mean, well, Blumhouse doesn't function the way that A24 does. A24 is only distribution. It doesn't produce
Oh, okay,
films
that's fair.
beyond
No, that's
after
fair.
like
No,
they're
that's
made.
fair. No, that's fair.
Blumhouse would make. the
Would
film
it actually
ground up.
make the film itself? Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
fair. Anyway, sorry. Did Jason? Did you answer your question?
Yeah. So yeah, I think you guys asked this same question I had for like the indie films things, but I mean, I'm trying to think. So listen, I outside unless the Ewoks were in Return of the Jedi, I thought it was absolutely boring. I don't like. I'm one of those people that did not like Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
I only like the teddy bears.
Dude, are we sinking in? Wait, Jason,
So-
are we sinking in on? Are you? Because that's what I said. I think is his hot take.
I
Are we
like the
sinking in?
prequels, so that's
Oh,
something.
oh wait, you
but
like the?
I don't know if
But we know Tim. No, Tim doesn't like the prequels.
I gotta
Tim
go
knows
with
the
Return of
prequels
the
is
Jedi.
bad. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
think
That's my
I
boy. Okay,
gotta
Jason.
go with
I
that one.
mean, not Jason. Peter. That's not a fair question for like what does the ending genre mean? Let's give Peter another question. Unless you just want to go with us.
Yeah. So how? Because I mean, you guys have already kind of discussed it. But I don't know, so I'll ask: how bad exactly do you think like Return of the Jedi is? Like, do you absolutely despise the prequels, or do you think they're bad or alright? Like,
Okay,
do you think
so
Return of the Jedi is as bad as them? But how bad are we talking?
so the way I explained it to a friend of mine, right? Because he was telling me about like
it's real. Holy shit. Okay,
I was explaining this to a friend of mine. He was like, the prequels are boring, but it's really about like the stuff that it kind of talks about is more interesting. Like all the projects and shows that came after it made the prequels worth watching. And what I told him was, if I drive through the middle of nowhere in freaking Kansas, bored out of my mind, just because I get to New York eventually doesn't mean I appreciated any of the time I spent in Kansas.
Yeah, but you
That's fair.
appreciate how long it took you, and then you're like, I finally made it to New York, so maybe you're more excited to be there.
Nah, fuck that.
Okay.
No, I've never been to New York. I would never be happy to be there. So, I would say that the prequels are just a waste of air. Like, if they didn't have the title of Star Wars tacked on them, they'd be a forgettable sci-fi. Like, they would have like a weird cult following, like every film does now.
Acting
But-
carries those films very much.
The acting carries it
The
ironically.
prequels?
Yeah, Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor.
Dude, no, you can't be.
Liam-
Wait, are you being like ironic, like as a joke, like as a
like
meme?
no, the only
Like
the
Sand,
prequel,
like the Sand
like-
movies,
what?
like where he's like
Like, Paul carries
sand.
those-
I hate
that's the-
sand. Like
What?
that movie.
What movie?
Are we talking about the prequels, right?
That's not. Even a part, I
It's
don't know.
episode
What
Do
you're
you
talking
not
about.
remember the sand thing?
How do you not know this, Jason?
Do you not know this? How do I know this and you
Oh.
don't know this?
Oh, I don't remember this.
Oh
damn
my
thing.
god, dude. Okay, I'll have to. That's a separate thing.
You're-
We
wait,
can't
you're-
take
you
a
can't
side
hate
note.
on
Main-
Ewan McGregor. You're hitting at Ewan McGregor.
Dude,
Okay,
listen,
also,
Ewan McGregor's
the only
comical
good
there.
actor in the entire
Oh,
thing.
but even
okay?
then, he's comically memeable. Like I would still say in that
Natalie
movie.
Portman.
Terrible. You
No,
know how I
no,
feel about
yeah,
Natalie. Tim. You
yeah.
know how I
People-
feel about Natalie Portman.
People only like the prequels because of the memes. There, I said it.
It's based. No, that's
yeah,
very
with
based.
Jar
thing.
Jar Binks and Watto.
Dude, no,
and
come on. See, you as you're saying these
Darth
things,
Maul
you
is
can't
a
be
dope.
serious,
I
right?
like Darth. I
Well, of
always
course,
like
but then
Darth
they kill him
Maul.
in the
You
stupidest
put
fucking
on
way.
the prequels, even for a diehard fan, they're gonna be on their phone doom scrolling until the meme scene pops up, then they'll laugh at the
Okay,
meme
so
scene.
let
then
me-
move on.
Wait, Tim, it's
How-
real. Wait, no, wait. This already proves it. This is real. I feel like Tim is saying
Well,
this so hard that
uh,
this has to be
did
like
you
what
see
his
Reve-
opinion
did
is.
you
There's
see,
no memes from episode 6.
Did you see Revenge of the Sith in the theaters when you were a kid?
No. I
Okay.
saw it like right when it came out on DVD.
So when Yoda sits there and pulls out the lightsaber in Attack of the Clones,
Okay, yeah,
everybody
I
in the
know.
theater popped because
Yeah,
we
of
all
course,
were
everybody
waiting
gets
for it.
excited,
And then
yeah,
when
I
he
know.
finally goes and he starts fighting, so for me the prequels are.
Fucking
I
Rocket
love the
Goblin, yeah.
prequels
Okay,
because
so
it's
your
a memory.
experience that you had with the
yes.
prequels was
Yes.
good. That's
In
a
the
fair
theater,
thing.
yes.
But the dialogue is abhorrent.
Well, no,
and
George
an
Lucas's
an
excuse is he wanted
sad
to make
excuse.
it sound like a Shakespearean opera.
Well, no. The idea that stories rhyme is not even untrue. He just doesn't even know what it means. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what he's saying when when you say good
Well,
stories rhyme.
George
He
Lucas
has
is a
no
terrible
idea.
director.
Well, we all know this. So anyway, sorry, Tim.
Yeah.
So Peter, have you sunk? What's your answer going to be? What do you think of the three?
Yeah. It's tough. I think the prequel hate is real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I do too.
But you think the Return of the Jedi it might not be?
no, I'm not sure if he's
It's one of the OGs.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's only the Fussy Bears.
But I know Tim hates George. I know Tim. Well, I know that Tim at least thinks George Lucas is a bad director.
Yeah.
And that's the first one, right?
Yeah.
No, it's no.
What?
Well, not the first one. Not which number is it in all of the sequences?
6.
Yeah, so that's the third. Okay, yes,
not.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the first what year did it come out?
86?
Okay, yeah, exactly. So my point is, it's the one that came out like the first in the lineage of the Earth,
because when it was
not of the fucking storylines.
76 or 78,
God
I
damn
think
it!
A New
What
Hope
the
came
fuck?
out.
I don't
No,
order
no.
things by your fucking episodes. Fuck you.
Four.
They come out in
and
order, or they don't come out at all. Come out in
What's he
order, or
talking
don't
about?
come
I
at
don't
all.
think
Rocky.
Don't do prequels.
Rocky.
Don't do prequels.
Rocky.
Don't do
Rocky.
prequels. Don't do
Six-
prequels. I'm
This
fucking
is
mad.
the end of that trilogy. It's the last film from the 80s.
Anyway, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Either way, it's still fucking bad.
film, though.
It is still bad. Yeah, it is a bad film.
Yeah,
Either way.
I never liked. Honestly, yeah.
He's
As I've
convinced
gotten
me the
older,
other way.
I'm starting to see Star Wars as overrated.
It is overrated. It is definitely
But
overrated.
it's so many childhood memories. It's hard to like separate that now at this point.
It positively impacted the VFX of the film industry forever. And,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yep.
nobody can take that away from Star Wars.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
with
fair.
when you see how they made like the original like episode 4, and you used like how they used models and all this other stuff, and it was so ahead of its time, and yeah,
True.
it's great.
So
yeah.
so real quickly, I want to say that Tim, if the answer is the indie one, that's an excuse for a hot take.
If it's a
and I'm upset
Snyderverse one,
about
we
you.
can't be friends.
If it's the Snyderverse one, I actually have some respect for you for that one. I'm not gonna lie. The Return of the Jedi one is just, I think, based. But the indie one, I feel like, is a cop-out excuse. But what's your final answer, Peter?
I think I'm gonna have to say Return of the Jedi, but the
Okay.
more you hated on the prequels, the more I
Yeah.
was like, maybe it's not true. 'Cause
Fair.
It sounds like you hate them just so much more.
That's true. I don't. Maybe the Snyderverse thing he thinks is a better business decision but he doesn't say short term or long term. He just says save
But like,
face.
Well, you didn't ask.
well, I should.
agree with
He should have. I know now,
Wait.
dumbass. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
I feel like
Okay.
Natalie Portman is the only reason why
Usually
I
you
like
get
the prequels
15
now.
days in a courtroom, all right? I only got 5 minutes.
I agree with what you said, Rocky. Like the second two feel like the lies because they're more kind of other people's takes.
Yeah.
Like the Snyder thing is like it's a business decision, and the indie thing is like, yeah, they're both
It's just
like, not
generic as fuck. Yeah.
personal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Jason's gonna have me make Jason's an IPA from Wisconsin.
IPA from Wisconsin. Yeah, it's really good, right?
Holy shit!
Yes.
You guys can actually make good beer. I'm really
Gotta send some of
surprised.
that over to.
Dude, that's actually really good. What the fuck? That's probably the best beer I've ever had. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, pirate
you gotta
water.
send some of that
Pirate
to
water.
Peter so you can drink at the same time.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we will. That's called
It's called
pirate
Sex on
water.
the
It's actually
Beach.
really good.
Sex on the beach is the
Pirate
flavor.
It's
water.
fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's got 10% alcohol.
Dude, we can all be sharing a.
But yeah,
a
it
pint
it
of
it tastes
Wisconsin.
it
Yeah,
tastes kind
that's
of like an
Australian,
energy drink
bro.
without like the
Yeah, it has like this orangey
Rockstar
citrus
type
flavor.
thing,
It's
yeah.
really fucking good. I like it. I'm drinking a Buzzball because I'm a woman.
But anyway,
So Tim,
what's
please.
the answer?
Or wait, so Peter, you sunk
Or-
it with Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tim, what are we going with? What was the real answer?
Well, what was you and Jason's?
It was Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
It might be the Wes Anderson.
It's too generic, and I'll be so
Give us
disappointed.
the fake ones.
All right, last chance to change your answers. Anyone?
No, there's no changing answers.
You know what? Just to be different, I'll go Wes Anderson.
No, you can't,
Really?
Tim. Don't
that's
you?
the one you're gonna switch
Yeah,
to?
yeah.
Really?
See, don't do it. Don't do it. He's trying to trick us. He's trying to trick us. We know it's the Return of the Jedi one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nice. But see, actually, and here's the thing, too. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you
it's-
told me that before.
It's the I think
Like,
it's
word
the
for word, I think you said those exact words to me
Well, it's
before.
kind of
Tim.
like, and it's nowhere near as good, but it's like how I imagine. I can't imagine what it must have felt like to see Jaws in the theaters when it first came out. Like
would've been cool.
there's certain movies that I wish I could go back in time
That'd
just to
be
experience
cool.
in theaters at the same
Alien.
time.
The
Yeah.
last,
Alien, yeah.
The Last Starfighter.
E.T. creeped me out as a kid. So did Edward Scissorhands. So
Pink
neither
Flamingos.
of those.
No,
Jesus
dude, why the fuck do you have to do
What's
these
wrong
things?
with you?
You're such a fucking piece of shit, man. We're having a nice podcast. That's like bringing up the Serbian film at dinner. That's terrible. Why would you do that?
Oh wait, so
Next time I
Jude
have
Law
dinner
is
with
better
you, I'm
than
just
Ewan
gonna
McGregor?
You
unpromptedly
better
say
not.
Serbian film and then go quiet.
Jude Law is better than Ewan McGregor.
No.
Okay.
No.
What?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
No.
All right.
Ewan
Well, I'm
McGregor's
just saying
better.
the acting is really like the actors are really good in the prequels. That's what I was.
No, but hello
Jude Law
there
isn't even
is
in the
not
prequels.
like a great lead to
What?
like given
Jude
line.
Law isn't in the prequels.
No, Ewan McGregor was.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. Where was the Jude Law comparison coming from though?
Because I don't know. Every time I think of Ewan McGregor,
you think
I
of Jude Law.
Jude Law's
Just because they're
kind
both
of-
on that same
That's
level.
fair.
of great
Okay, that's fair.
actors,
They're
so.
both good actors. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay,